So that begins my journey from Heathrow to Sao Paulo, which is going to be my first stop. And I'm going to travel to South America for next about 40 days. So first stop is going to be Brazil, then Argentina, and then Uruguay, and then Chile, and then Lima, Peru, and then back to the UK.
That's the one just outside mosque. That is Avenida Paulista. This is mosque, which is I think some photo exhibition or painting exhibition. Yeah, it contains different rooms. There is MSP Mosque in Brazil, Sao Paulo. There is again mosque, which is in Sao Paulo, Brazil. This is a museum of arts and culture kind of thing. This mosque. That's the park, just opposite to the mosque, and I think it is called Trianon Park, if I got it right. It's quite risky to take out phone here in Sao Paulo, but I see some of the guys have taken out phones, so I also have taken out. Hopefully my phone won't be stolen. I'm daring to take out my mobile phone, and this is Ibarpura something park. It's a one of the known sort of, it's the most famous, one of the most famous tourist place in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That's another view of the park, Ibarpura, something, whatever. And that's another lake. And I hired a bicycle, and it's quite convenient. I traveled half of the park in less than about 20 minutes. This is Japan House, Sao Paulo, and also the museum. This is inside Ibirapura Park in Sao Paulo, Brazil. There is Japanese house within Ibirapura Park. It cost about £2 to go in. It's nice to see different, they're colored like, red and whatever color. In this Japanese whatever house within Ibirapura Park. That is Afro Brazil Museum in Ibirapura Park in Sao Paulo, Brazil. There is this Afro Brazil Museum. That's the monument just on the outskirts of Park Ibirapura, and that's the fountain. That's just opposite to Park Ibirapura, some kind of monument. That's the monument just opposite to the Park Ibirapura. It's a quite a huge park. It's 1.4 million square meters, something like that. And that's the park. That's just next to the Ibirapura Park. And that's the monument coming in the picture. And that's the park. Museum of Arts. From the top of Museum of Arts, which is just next to Ibarapura Park. You got a wonderful view of um, Sao Paulo city. That's the restaurant is on 8th floor. Now coming in the frame is a monument, and next left to it is Ibarapura Park. That's the view of Sao Paulo city. That's the front of cathedral in Sao Paulo, Brazil. I'm a bit concerned about taking out my mobile phone because it can be stolen, but it's the daytime, so I'm risking. And the area around this is it's quite nice, but kind of full of probably antisocials. This is Faro Santander, which is very similar to the Empire State Building in New York, and one can go on top. As you can see that there are different floors and there are restaurants kind of thing and observation deck and kind of thing. So I'm going to see if I can get a ticket and go in. There's a place called Carol de Santander, and this is not a place, it's a big tower, very similar to State Empire in America, and yeah, you get a view of whole of Sao Paulo, and this one is right in the center. So, and that's a view of Sao Paulo city from other side of Farol de Santander. This is Park Independencia, I think Independent Park something, probably in English. And this is in Sao Paulo, more towards outskirts of the city. Now, just in the opposite to this monument, which is in Park Independencia, or Independent Park as they call Independencia Park, is Polista Museum. I'm going to go in and see what it has to offer. There's a beautiful garden just above in front of it, and there are lots of stalls selling food items. That's overview of Park de Independencia. It's a nice garden around, and just behind me is Museum Polista. That is Museo de Ipiranga, which is in this independent Park de Independencia. This is Park Villa Lobos, something, Villa Lobos, and it's in the outskirts of Sao Paulo city, but it's quite a nice park, and I mean, it's quite nice place to spend the time with the families and friends.
After doing much of a sightseeing, I looked at the flights to fly from Sao Paulo to Rio de Janeiro, and the prices were coming something like 280 pounds, and 2 hours to check in. Let's say about an hour to reach airport, 1 hour flight, 1.5 hours flight, plus 1 hour to reach city center. So that was coming to about 5 hours. I looked at the option of the buses and it was costing only 18 pounds. So I decided to travel by bus from Sao Paulo to Rio de Janeiro.